Okay, so there's 3 sources of truth for where to figure out how many contacts businesses can expect. So if it's not on the contract, step 1 is going to be this SP guidance report. So when you're on the SP guidance report, you're going to click over here. You're going to filter it by market and by category. And if you can, change it to contains, not equals, because it'll, like, I didn't have to search painting dash interior. I just searched painting. So when you pull this up, you're always going to filter by only market and category. And it's going to show you the companies over here. It's going to show you how many reviews they have, whether or not they're doing e-commerce, what the reported revenue is, which you 99% of the time don't want to talk about because it's not an ultimate source of truth. And then you want to look at what they're spending. And then over here is what they're getting. So this is how you can determine, hey, if you spend $800 a month with me, I have a guy in your same area spending that, and he's had 65 contacts in the last 90 days. Would that make you happy, or is that too much, or where do we need to go from here? Hey, I have a guy spending $300 a month with us. He's averaging about 24 contacts every 90 days. So here's your first place. Let's say there's nothing on this report. Then you can go to the reading room, filter it by market, by category. You'll click shift click to click on whatever zones you want. Let's say he wants all of those zones. Go down here. Wow, there are 0 advertisers, but we've had 28 contacts over the last month. You would have been recommended for all of them had you been advertising. Would that have made you happy? So you can kind of use these numbers. So this is step 2. And then the third way is saying, hey, I know companies in your area. So once you're on an account page, if you scroll down.
Hey, Case, like the account page, is the account you're calling right now. So you guys understand, right? Let's take the account that you're literally on the phone with right now. You scroll down and you can go to the sleep page. Right.
Yep. So this is the one I'm on the phone with. I've got the contract. We're working on it. Once I go back to their account page, if I scroll down, they have their SP review link, super helpful. They have their leaf page URL. So a leaf page, think of it as like a Google teaser page. It's what people see if they Google businesses near them and click on Angie's List, but they're not members. So if they click that, it's going to show that business's profile as a homeowner would see that's not signed in. But if they're not advertising, it is going to show other local pros. So you can say, well, are you familiar with Philly Doors? They're advertising in your backyard. Are you familiar with Mainline Garage Door? They're advertising. They've got 16 reviews. And if they say, well, what kind of jobs are people getting? You'll hear that a lot under the remodeling category. You can click on their page and then you can go look at specific reviews that they've had come in. Oh, they needed their garage door fixed. Oh, they repaired a garage door. This is great for the remodeling category because you can pull up different types of remodels that are coming through the site.
Right. And right there, like you go scroll down just a little bit, Case, on the like it tells you like the cost of or the money spent. And they don't have to enter that, but sometimes they do. And you could say, you know, would you have been happy if we sent you a $15,000 basement remodel, right? They will say right there, right, $900, right, for that and whatever they did. I don't know, you have to click on it more, but it doesn't matter. But you see, like you, yeah, okay, perfect, yeah,
yeah. So that's where SP reported revenue that was on that last report. That's where this number comes from. That's why it's not a source of truth, because not every person does a review on their business. Not every person leaves dollar figures on their reviews. So you don't really want to talk about it, but if you can pull it up, if this were the remodeling category and this said addition to our main living home, and this said $25,000, and you bring that up to your SP, they're going to be pretty happy. They're going to be, yeah, that's a good job. Great, let's do this. So ultimately, though, what you want to know is you can say, hey, here are other companies advertising in your area. Are you familiar with any of these companies? And we put these companies on here based on who needs more contacts. So another lever we pull to make sure they're getting contacts. So if there's not guidance on your contract, use the SP guidance report. If there are no SPs there, great. Let's just see how many requests we've actually had in the area. If there's nothing there, great. Let me see who's actually advertising in your area. And ultimately, like, you want to sell them on the value of what we do and how it works before you're leaning on contacts. Contacts should be like the back end part of it. And again, you always want to do that Las Vegas package. How many contacts are you looking for? What would make you happy? Cool. Let me see what that would run you.
Love it. You guys good? Questions, comments?
Nope, we'll just have to use it and try it out and see if
Yeah.
I get stuck anywhere and come back with questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, play with it. So use that SP guidance report, Carrie, and
Okay.
look up your market and look up, I don't know, whatever type of work that you want to, just kind of get familiar with it.
And I don't know if you guys
Okay.
caught it, but that call we listened to this morning of Zach's, he didn't get into any of this, right? Like it's very possible to make this sale to somebody just based on, hey, come on board with Angie's list. And that might be enough for them. You never really know kind of what's going on. So just the really key to it is to have a good conversation as you go through. Kasey is the master at the guidance report and everything else like that. That's exactly why I brought her in. Kasey, thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Go win yourself an ice machine.
Oh, I really hope so. I really want it. It's like the dumbest thing ever, but I really want it.
It was so
That's the one
funny.
that makes the ice like in the old fashioned, like, drive-in things, like with the little chipped ice, whatever.
I
It'll
think
make it happen.
so. It reminds me of like hospital ice chips.
It's
Yeah,
exactly-
that one. That's what I mean. Like that kind. Yeah.
I want it.
Ball field ice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad this was recorded.
Oh, sorry.
All right, hey, listen, go forth and prosper, you guys. Just really, your first step is to just have a good conversation with people, man. Don't miss